Hello everyone! Do you know what Tesla? We don't make slow cars, and this is crazy power compared to a diesel truck. I mean, if you're not towing anything, you can zip around like it's nothing. It looks crazy, like an elephant running like a cheetah, but it's not slow at all. As fast as speed up and brake, it's really a step change. The experience of driving a semi has gotten better. It's more like driving a regular car than a truck. The only difference is that you're moving 82,000 pounds. It's a big step forward in technology in so many ways. Music people who work at Tesla are still being laid off. The EV company is letting go of hundreds more workers, including 2 high-level executives, the executive director of Tesla's supercharger group and the head of new products. This comes just 2 weeks after letting go of at least 14,000 workers. Walmart gets a new SEMI, and the Optimus bot gets an update in today's episode. So what's really going on with Tesla these days? Has Elon Musk lost his mind, or is he just solidifying his status as the greatest business innovator of the 21st century? Opinions are very mixed on this, making it a controversial topic, but let's get into it. Before we go any further, make sure to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Hello, and welcome to Tesla Stock News. Let's begin this movie. A lot of people were laid off at Tesla over the weekend, including more people from the software service and engineering departments. These layoffs include about 10 factory workers, some top executives, most of the battery cathode manufacturing team at Giga Texas, and apparently everyone in charge of Tesla's supercharging division. This particular cut is causing a lot of controversy. Even more interesting, Tesla stopped their summer internship program just a few weeks before college students from all over the country were supposed to come. Tom Tsla, Tesla's last top executive, has moved back to China, leaving Elon seemingly powerless during this process of cutting jobs. Elon Musk has given different reasons for the layoffs, which has caused some confusion. However, his words do make some things clearer. CEO Elon Musk says the company will go ahead with its plans to lay off about 10% of its salaried staff. Musk says the company grew too quickly in some areas, which is why the layoffs are necessary. However, he says he thinks the company will have more employees next year, both salaried and hourly. Factory workers at Giga Texas were mostly hit by the first round of layoffs. Elon said this was because Tesla has hired a lot of people in the past few years, which has caused hiring mistakes and work to be done twice. That high-profile employees started leaving, such as Drew Vagino, who was in charge of powertrain and energy engineering. Drew was more than just his job title. He was seen as Elon Musk's right-hand man, and the two of them often went on stage together for big announcements. Many people see Drew as a possible leader for Tesla if something ever happened to Elon, but it looks like that wasn't the case after these high-profile exits, which seemed to be mutual or voluntary. Elon told investors that these changes were part of reorganizing for the next stage of growth. Then things took a strange turn when the head of charging infrastructure, Rebecca Tanucci, and the rest of the team working on Tesla's supercharging network were all fired at once. You may remember her from Tesla's Investor Day last year, where she talked about efforts to make charging more efficient, reduce congestion at charging stations, and bring on new car manufacturers like Ford and Rivian into the supercharger network. This all sounded like progress Tesla fans would want to hear about. But according to an internal email that got out, Elon changed his tone dramatically and used the layoffs to show how serious he is about cutting costs and staff. Here's a passage from that email that may make it clear that we need to be very serious about cutting staff and costs. Some executives are taking this seriously, but most are not yet fully on board. The company has gone from firing hires that weren't needed to reorganizing leadership for a new growth phase and is now taking strict steps to cut costs. In this case, Elon Musk is not changing his story. Each answer was correct at the time for each step of the reduction process. Going back to supercharging, this problem has made a lot of Tesla owners nervous. Most electric vehicle, EV, drivers charge their cars at home, so it's important to have a reliable and efficient on-the-go charging system. Elon recently said on X that Tesla still plans to expand the supercharger network, but at a slower rate for new locations and with a stronger focus on 100 uptime and expanding existing locations. This slower growth was quickly shown when Tesla pulled out of 4 new supercharger locations around New York City that were about to start construction. These stations were meant to meet the surge in demand from Uber drivers using Tesla cars. As part of New York City's Green Rides program, which started last year, any new ride-sharing car must be electric. This law has already caused 10 times more EV chargers to be used in NYC ride shares. Vehicles that are used by services like Uber and Lyft need to be supercharged a lot more often than the average driver. Unlike most EV owners, who can charge their cars at home, most people in New York City don't have access to home charging infrastructure, so it's important that there are reliable public charging stations. There are both problems and chances for Tesla in this position. The need for a strong and large supercharger network is made clear by the fact that more EV chargers are being used. However, Tesla recently fired the entire team responsible for its supercharging division, which raised concerns about the company's ability to meet this growing demand. But the Tesla journey doesn't end there. Every day is a new discovery with ups and downs that make it even more interesting. This is how Tesla keeps pulling more and more investors into its rabbit hole. And do you know who else shares Tesla's optimism? That's right, today's sponsor, Seeking Alpha. When it comes to Tesla's impressive growth, it's just sitting back and watching. Seeking Alpha has everything you need to know about Tesla. Tesla stock price goals, Tesla's new ideas, and everything Elon Musk avoids the negative talk about Tesla in the mainstream media. Seeking Alpha is the best pro-Tesla news site on the internet. If you click on one of the affiliate links in the description and make a purchase, our channel may get a small commission. Thanks for your support. Since Tesla pulled back from installing new superchargers in New York City, other companies like Revel are stepping in to fill the gap. Revel has already taken over some of the charging stations that Tesla left behind. This means that Tesla may not be the only company that provides charging infrastructure for its own vehicles. This is especially true as more EV manufacturers adopt the North American charging standard. If every EV uses NX, then all EV charging providers will have to include these connectors, which will let companies like Electrify America and Rebel serve Tesla vehicles. This change could make it easier for Tesla to build more superchargers, but it could also hurt its brand reputation and customer satisfaction if the public charging infrastructure doesn't meet users' needs. As the market for electric vehicles grows, being able to offer reliable, easy-to-reach charging will be a key part of keeping Tesla ahead of the competition. It's possible that Tesla's charging system, the North American Charging Standard, will be used by almost all new electric vehicles sold in the US after 2025. This means that Tesla won't have to be the only company providing charging infrastructure. If every car uses NX, then all charging providers will have to include native NS connectors, and companies like Electrify America and Revel will step in to fill this gap. In fact, Revel has already taken over the charging stations that Tesla left behind in New York. This means that Tesla is no longer directly involved with the charging infrastructure problem. This makes us wonder what Elon was thinking. Was the Tesla charging team doing work that wasn't needed? Was there a need to restructure because things were changing so quickly? Or was this an opportunity to save money? While Elon's actions might not have been the best, there may be a reason for them. Sometimes change is necessary for progress, even if it's uncomfortable and messy. A new Tesla semi-truck pulling a Walmart has been seen on the road. Photos of the truck's trailer that were posted online over the weekend show it in Stockton, California. The Tesla cab has branding for Walmart Transportation LLC on it, which suggests that Walmart has officially gotten the vehicle as Tesla expands its pilot programs. Walmart has reserved at least 130 Tesla semis, making it one of the biggest pre-order holders for the truck. This is part of Walmart's plan to have zero emissions by 2040, which means they'll need a lot more electric trucks. In Stockton, restaurant supply company Martin Brower received 2 Tesla semis, which were well received by the 5 train drivers during its Q1 earnings call last week. Tesla said that more semi-delivery is coming by the end of 2025 and that